It's the NFL on EA Sports as we get set for a Super Bowl 56 rematch. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
This is an all-sports station production.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, a rematch of Super Bowl 56, and it should be a good one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, the wait is over. The regular season is upon us. It is kickoff weekend around the NFL. Our two teams here getting in a final tune-up, but let's look ahead to the 2023 season. What are you going to be watching for?
How about some of the recognizable new faces in new places? Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr, Odell Beckham Jr. The identity of teams under new coaches in places like Houston, Carolina, and Denver. And then, of course, the rookies. After the draft, we want to see how they perform.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his fourth season now out of LSU.
Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helming the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12 wins last year, which matched the team record, and they made a conference championship game in back-to-back seasons for the first time ever. At the center of it all is the man they call Joey B. 35 touchdown passes last year and almost 4,500 yards.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this down inside the 40. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Looking outside and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Burrow looking to pass. And his throw here is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
They didn't need much. They didn't get much. But what they did get was enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This is caught. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this 1st quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
Mixon. Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Mixon again. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense, and they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw, Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the deal?
Throwing is Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he returns this to the 22. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Burrow on play action. That's caught one more time by Burley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Chase, the motion man right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's Byron Young, who ranged in that time and stopped him for a loss. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
McPherson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Stafford to Higbee there, Rams 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. First target, 1st catch, and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, Stafford looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams have taken the lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Over the middle to Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Irv Smith Jr., 54 yards. And the Bengals are once again back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Jones on the return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. But just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
1st down. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Burrow will throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
On 2nd down, Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, what do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
Oh, definitely a little bit of disappointment there, because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have gotten one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. Stafford. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on third down to keep this drive alive.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, a give to Mixon. There he goes, right side. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Second down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Going right back to Akers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Stafford now to throw. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. Nice third down conversion at even 20 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll go again here with Akers. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
At the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down. That's the end of the third quarter with the score Bengals 28, Rams 14.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. Now Jones. Jones now on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 3. Mixon will try the right side. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Burrow on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 84 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a first down.
This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Short throw to Smith. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Junior. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Mixing up the middle. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
37-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to sort one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
To throw is Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you have no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down.
Here's Stafford.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1.
Throwing again is Stafford.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And they'll get this down to the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Now 1st and goal.
Again, it's Stafford. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Second and 11 now. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.